We like to get the facts right on this programme.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
These are poems which are inspired by this trip to LA.
Yeah, I went to LA last September, and it's a kind of a fish out of water situation where I arrived and it was all a bit overwhelming. I don't know if you've ever been, but it's a bit much. You're in LA and you're sort of on the shoulders of giants and you're finding your place in a new world. And almost immediately I kind of resorted to poetry to kind of stay sane. And then that turned into a book. And it was beautiful because I loved the job in the end, but I then had this book going underneath it, which was really useful.
You say almost immediately. I mean, it was from the beginning of the trip. I mean, I think
I sensed I might struggle slightly, so I started writing in the airport. so, yeah, this is a poem. Do you want me to read it?
Yes, why not? That'd be lovely.
OK, this is a poem. I did manage to make my flight, and this is a poem I wrote on the flight. I was enjoying premium economy so much, I wrote a song about it. I went through into economy and sang my song. Miserable buggers hated it. I was singing about the leg room and doing a crazy dance with my legs, and I was smashing my stainless steel cutlery against my milk jug, and they looked as glum as hell. I tried to get them to join in with the chorus. I needed them to sing, "Yes, he's the premium economy lad," right after I sang, "Because I'm the premium economy lad." But these wretched snakes buried their faces in their screens. And worst of all, the cabin crew refused to do the dance I'd taught them, and were yelling stuff about turbulence and decorum and seatbelts.
Very good. You are so good at awkward.
Yeah, I am good at awkward.
What?
Same here.
Based on this interview.
Yeah. We love awkward.
Yeah, awkward's good.
But you have made a career out of those things that might make people feel uncomfortable, but not making them uncomfortable, just making them normal.
Yeah, I think that's true. When I first started doing it, I was doing like sketch shows and things in rooms above pubs, and I think I did drift into that thing of awkwardness. I quite like it. I don't know why. But then when I was working with...
It's funny.
It is quite funny. Yeah, that must be why I do it, yeah. But when I was working with Steve Coogan and doing Alan Partridge...
Embracing of awkwardness, because it's such a fake and superficial place, isn't it, in some ways?
I didn't find it fake and superficial.
Did you not?
No, I found the people really, really nice. I mean, you go to work, so that's all fine. All the people there are not superficial or fake. Didn't find anyone superficial or fake. And then stuff like, in restaurants and cafes, that's just people being really nice, and the sort of have a nice day side of it is actually quite... when you're actually in the thick of things, that's quite a good thing, I think.
So when you say, when you go to work, everybody's really nice, what were you going to work to do?
Oh, yeah, great question. This was a sitcom, a new sitcom.
Go on.
It's called The Paper. Yeah. It's a sort of a spin-off of The Office.
The American Office?
Yeah, I guess there's the English office, then the American office, and then we spin off again, and we're in The Paper.
And it's about a newspaper?
He's got it.
What do you...
So clever,
I'm sensing
John.
you have a contract, which means you're not really able
I
to
do have a
say
contract, yeah. No, I don't... I probably can answer questions about it. I haven't seen it, so I'm not really sure.
You're not sure if it's good yet?
I'm sure it's good, yeah, but I don't know how good.
When are we going to see it?
You'll probably see it in the autumn, in the fall.
In the fall?
Yeah,
In the
I think
fall.
You've got Native. You've got Native.
I have got Native, yeah.
Sally mentioned that your movie, The Ballad of Wallace Island, has been a massive hit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Has it taken you by surprise this summer?
It's been genuinely overwhelming because we're so proud of it. We made it a couple of years ago. And then...
Your character who wins the lottery and has a very different kind of lottery winner's dream, doesn't he?
Yeah, his dream is... It's all about the music. He loves this band, and he used to listen to this band with his wife, and he flies his favourite musician to his island, and a small island where he lives to play a private gig, but he also flies the guy's former lover and band member, sort of hoodwinks them, and then it's a kind of tale of 4 days on an island of, relationships kind of ebbing and flowing, and it's kind of like a lot of awkwardness, but a lot of warmth and a lot of heart to it.
Romantic awkwardness.
Yeah, romantic awkwardness, and then I worked with a man called Tom Basden who wrote all the music and wrote the script with me and is in it, and he's fantastic. And so underneath it all, you get this music which kind of, soundtracks it. And I don't know, I watched it again last night in Manchester, and it is,
What, at the cinema?
At the cinema, yeah.
Did anyone know you were there?
Yeah, I did a Q&A.
Oh, right, OK, fine. You didn't kind of sneak in.
But yeah, no, I haven't yet snuck in and watched it. But yeah, no, I kind of, because I've seen it a few times now, I'd like different things about it. But yeah, Tom's music just runs through it, and he's kind of a genius, and that's sort of what makes the film.
I think also for me what made it was that, you know, we were talking about LA at the beginning. It's stylish, it's beautiful, it's top quality movie, but it doesn't go down the sort of mawkish LA route. You know what I mean? There's something very British and
I think
and real about it.
Me and Tom have written together for years, and we wrote a short film of the same story years ago, 2006. So I think it's sort of weirdly that our sensibilities in the 2000s were kind of preserved in that short film. And so when you sort of talk about what you're inspired by, weirdly we had this thing to go back to. So it does have this kind of flavour of something that we wrote 20 years ago that was quite innocent, and then we turned it into a feature when we were kind of adults and more sort of gnarled. So I don't know, we've been kind of overwhelmed by the response.
Just to make things even more awkward, they've got 2 huge Tim Key superfans in our gallery who are talking to me right now.
Yeah, that's good.
That's to make them feel awkward.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're invited
We'll sneak you
upstairs.
out.
Am I?
Yeah, I think you're invited.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, always nice to meet your fans. Yeah.
Great to see you.
Great to
Thank
see
you
you.
so much. Congratulations. And Tim's book, LA Baby, is out on Thursday.
My book's out on Friday, yeah,
Oh.
but also I need to say hello to my mum because she's been asking me when I'm going to be on this show for about 15 years now.
Tim's mum, hi.
Carol.
Carol.
Hello, Mum.
Hi. There we go.
You must
There
be
we go.
very proud, Carol.
Aw,
Must be, mustn't she?
Yeah, you must be.
she is.